A shocking drop. 13% of all staked LUNC suddenly disappeared from the network. For hours, the community panicked. Holders were asking the same question everywhere. Is something wrong with Terra Classic? In this film, I'll show you exactly what happened behind the scenes, why a massive 115 billion LUNC vanished from the staking dashboard, and why this event might actually strengthen the long-term future of LUNC Classic. Because the truth is far more surprising than anyone expected. If you care about LUNC, if you are staking LUNC, or if you simply want to understand how this network really works under pressure, this is a film you should watch to the end. Let's dive in. The story begins on a quiet day when the staking dashboards across Terra Classic suddenly updated with a number nobody expected. A drop of more than 13%. Staked LUNC fell by around 115 billion tokens in a matter of minutes. For a community that has spent years rebuilding trust, this wasn't a small number. It was the kind of change that makes people stop, stare, and fear the worst. Was it a mass unstake? Was a major validator hacked? Did someone just pull the plug on a huge portion of the network's support? But the truth behind the drop was not what most people first imagined. And the real story reveals an important lesson about how this blockchain works, and how it could become stronger in the future. To understand why this caused panic, you need to know how delegated proof of stake works. When you stake your LUNC, your tokens go through a validator. They secure the network, they process transactions, and they keep Terra Classic alive. And the more LUNC staked, the safer the chain is, which is why a sudden 13% drop can look like a network failure. But here's the truth, this wasn't a collapse. It wasn't a mass unstake. And it definitely wasn't a hack. What actually happened was something entirely different. And almost nobody saw it coming. One of the largest Terra Classic validators, AutoStake, was briefly jailed by the network. Being jailed doesn't mean being destroyed, hacked, or shut down forever. It simply means the validator broke a rule, went out of sync, or experienced downtime long enough for the system to temporarily remove it from active participation. And here's the key point, when a validator is jailed, all the LUNC staked through that validator temporarily disappears from the active staking numbers. Not the coins themselves, only the statistics. That means the 115 billion LUNC didn't move. They didn't get burned. They didn't get dumped on the market. They simply became invisible to the staking dashboards until the validator reactivated. For several hours, social media was on fire. Some feared a coordinated attack. Others thought exchanges were unstaking. Some believed the network was failing. But the truth is much simpler and much more positive. This event wasn't a sign of weakness. It was a sign that the system's safety mechanisms actually work. A validator that goes out of line is paused. The network protects itself. No holders lose tokens. No funds move without permission. And when AutoStake came back online, the staking numbers returned to normal, just as the system is designed to do. But the panic that followed exposed something important. The Terra Classic community cares deeply. People watch the numbers closely, and even a temporary glitch can shake confidence. That's why this story matters. Events like this act as a stress test. They show us where the network is fragile and where it is strong. Here are 3 reasons why this might actually help LUNC long-term. First, it highlights why validator choice matters. A single validator glitch should never affect statistics this dramatically. Over time, healthier distribution and better uptime will make the system more resilient. Second, it forces more transparency. The community is now asking for better monitoring, clearer alerts, and more accurate dashboards. Improvements like these make blockchain networks stronger and more trusted. Third, it shows the network's defensive systems in action. A validator made a mistake. The system reacted automatically. Nothing was lost. No one was robbed. And everything returned to normal as soon as the validator recovered. For a decentralized chain run by volunteers, upgrades, and community votes, this is actually a very positive sign. If you stake LUNC, this event carries a message you shouldn't ignore. Never stake to a validator only because it looks big. Big doesn't always mean stable. A balanced network with many strong validators creates safety and long-term growth. Monitor your validator's uptime. If a validator goes down often, consider moving your stake. Your rewards can suffer, and the network can become less secure. Understand the lockup mechanics. If you unstake, your LUNC is locked for days. During that time, you can't react to market changes. A healthy validator makes that risk worth it. And finally, events like this are normal in proof-of-stake systems. It's not a sign of the network failing. It's a sign of the network working. Terra Classic is far from done. The community is still burning tokens, still making upgrades, still improving the codebase, and still pushing for a better future. The validator glitch may have caused fear for a moment, but it also reminded everyone that the network is alive, active, and protected by mechanisms that function. And for long-time LUNC believers, this event adds one more reason to stay hopeful. Even when something breaks, the system recovers. Even under pressure, it stays secure. And even when numbers drop, the tokens remain exactly where they should be. This is the kind of resilience that keeps a blockchain alive. If you enjoyed this film, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It helps the channel grow, and it tells me you want more deep dive LUNC content. If you believe in crypto, you're in the right place. There's much more to discover about Terra Classic. Check out the next film, dive deeper into the latest news, and explore the playlist filled with everything LUNC investors should know.